Hello friends and fans, welcome to A Gato Getaway, my channel where I talk about all fashion, J-fashion, and general fun with fashion. I'm so excited to have a haul video for you guys today, but it's not like a typical haul video. Okay, backstory first. You guys may have noticed I'm obsessed with fashion and design and all of that. So retail therapy is unfortunately one of my go-tos. A couple weeks ago, I was having a very bad day and I just happened to be not in the house. And well, I do not recommend going to your local thrift store right now. We are still in lockdown here in the US, but not really anymore. A lot of places are opening back up, but I'm still trying not to go out and about. One of my favorite thrift stores, however, had hit me up the day before with we're having a weekend sale, and I happened to be out running an errand anyway that had gone sour, and on my way home, I happened to be driving past my favorite thrift store, so I popped in. I got a bunch of different things. I absolutely scored, and I really wanted to highlight my new Cult Party K things that I have acquired. Now, if you don't know what Cult Party K is, it is a Japanese street fashion that really isn't popular overseas anymore. It's still worn pretty often here in the West, though. I will leave a link up there and maybe down here to some other YouTubers who explain the style a little bit better. It was originally the aesthetic for a particular store that shared the same name of Cult Party. They have changed their name since then, but it doesn't have a super defined style, which is one of the reasons why I love it. And it uses a lot of vintage sleepwear, which is what I happened upon this last weekend. Everything has been in, like, I literally took the whole bag of things I got, put it in quarantine, left it there for several days, and then took everything out and washed it, and now here we are. So, I'm gonna get right into it. The first piece, I'm just so excited for all these things. The first thing I got was actually a set. So again, because this is a nightwear, it is a sleep robe. I'm gonna come a little closer so you guys can see this. It's got this ruffled detail right here. It's semi-sheer. And I love that the waist ties are not like a simple string, but it's actually attached here in the back. This is my size, but I find it to be a little bit snug in the arm. Oh, it's got a little bit of ruffle on the hem right there. They are 3/4 sleeves. They tend to stop on me right about here where my bangle is. And I do have some ideas for how to wear this, but I've in fact already worn the dress that it came with for a look, which I didn't take any photos of because I'm absolutely awful at that. So the dress itself is just a basic A-line style kind of sack night dress, which I love sack dresses. I find that they can be a little bit hard to work because they put a lot of volume on your body, and for somebody who's plus size like myself, that can be a little hard to play with, but the proportions of it and playing with those is something I have a lot of fun with. So the dress itself, again, is semi-sheer and transparent. So I wore this over something else, just a basic tee. It's got a beautiful little rose right there. And then matching swiggly ruffles that mirror what's on the top of the night dress, which I am so excited for these. These are more of a true white, which I love mixing and matching my whites with Cult Party, and it's a style that's all about layering if you're unfamiliar with it, and a lot of fun. This is also something I've worn, so it's actually on the hanger inside out because I did not check this before I started. So this was, again, another set. This is actually a normal dress that I found there, but I love it so much. It came with this little shift dress, which is just a versatile piece in its own right. It is just a straight cream colored. It is also a little bit, see, like, it's not transparent, but it's not, you know, completely opaque. So I would also, it's fine. That's fine. I can wear stuff over this. I'm going to be wearing stuff over this anyway, so I'm just going to be smart with what undergarments I wear that day. Probably stick with something nude colored or light colored, or maybe something bright colored if I do want it to show. You know, there's no rules here. There are, but there aren't. Anyway, so it came with this overdress, which is just a very soft mesh that is totally transparent. It's got this satin piping detail over the whole thing with a skirt that flares at the bottom. This is so soft and comfortable. My favorite little detail is it's got these little snaps to hold the straps of the dress in place, which I love. It's got a little hook and eye at the back, although I didn't feel like I even needed to use that when I slipped it on and off. I think it came originally with a belt. It does not have a belt, but it's got belt loops, and I might leave them, I might snip them. They're not super noticeable when it's worn. But yeah, this is another piece I've already worn and did not take any outfit photos of because I am not great at remembering to take outfit shots if I'm having a tired day. So, moving on. This is another night robe. It's very simple. It has this, what caught my eye was this lovely little lace detail that's at the end. It's just a simple Rochelle lace, but I love that they actually scalloped the inside of it so that it matched the lace itself. And then it had these cute little flower details on both sides. I'm thinking of a few different ways I want to wear this. It did not come with a robe like tie on the, like, to wrap around it, but it has, of course, this guy, so you can tie it kimono style. I think it goes in, or maybe it doesn't. Well, I feel it's missing stuff, but that's okay. I've also thought about just straight up modifying this one. I have not had a chance to wear it yet. It is a little snug on me because it is a smaller size than the other ones I've picked up. And worst case scenario, I am in love with the fabric it is made out of, and I might just take it apart and turn it into something completely different, which I have planned for some of the other stuff that I picked up in this haul, but that'll be for a different video. Okay, moving on. I was so excited for this piece when I first spotted it. It came again as a set, which I'll show you this. This is hilarious. I'm not going to use these. This is another thing that I'm going to take apart and use for something else. They are a pair of little, I don't even want to call them shorts. They are not underwear either. It has just the thinnest bit of lace at the bottom, and I don't understand these. I'm definitely going to take them apart and turn it into something else, some kind of matching accessory or something. My collar is doing a thing. Fixing myself in the middle of the video. Have to be on point. There we go. But this little top I fell in love with. It is made out of like the typical bedroom satin. Is all wrinkled from being washed. And it's got this Rochelle lace detailing on it that is just so darling. The front of the fabric has an eyelet embroidered detail on it, and the whole thing has an elastic waist, so it's so comfy, and it's got lace on the hem. And I have so many outfit ideas for layering this little guy with the little bow at the front. I am in love with this. I mean, I'm in love with everything that I got. That's why I got it. Everything is either pink or white, and I just feel like I got I found so many cool, cute little things. But I don't know if I'll wear many of these things together, which is the funny part. I love getting an overdress, a night dress, an underdress, and you just pile them on top of each other until you have a cool silhouette. I think, yeah, this is the only long night dress I got. It's mostly opaque, but it is a little, you know, transparent. You can see through it. It's got this like quilted detail on the front here, these little flowers, and then with a little bit of Rochelle lace. It does have buttons that go all the way down the front, so it can close completely. I'm debating on removing all except for the top 2 buttons, because I will likely wear it open most of the time, perhaps cinched in the waist. The only real flaw I found with it is the elastic in the sleeves is completely dead. Elastic over time loses its elasticity, especially when it's kept in more humid climates or not stored well. But this is something that is, for me, relatively easy to replace, which I will decide later on if I am going to fix that or if I'm just going to leave it as a ungathered wrist. But little flowers. I love the little flowers with the bows. It's so cute. The embroidered detail on, like, it's quilted. It's actually quilted right there on the satin. It's so interesting. Now, this is the only one that has a stain on it that I have not been able to remove. I have not had a chance to, like, really go at it with my stain remover, because I have a couple of different techniques for removing old stains from garments. But this one, again, the elastic, this one I'm going to replace the elastic, because the elastic in this sleeve has had a hard life. He is not really stretching much anymore, and I'm almost afraid to try this side, because well, he still has a little bit of life in him. But these tiny short little sleeves are so cute. This is, I think, the only one. This is the only one that's made out of cotton. The rest of them are all a type of satin that you would expect from sleepwear. But this one, I believe, is more meant to be a night dress. Again, it's got buttons, I believe. No, this one doesn't have buttons that go all the way around the front. It might be a handmade piece now that I'm looking at how it's made. But it's got a tag on it. Oh, made in the United States. So, if nothing else, this was probably made in a small factory. I couldn't begin to guess when. It doesn't have any branding tag, which most of the other ones have a branded tag. Here's the stain. Do you see that on the camera? There it is. It's in the back, so I'm not going to be too bothered by it either way. The lace on it is the reason why I bought this. Well, that and the color's perfect. And it's cute, and it's cotton, so it'll probably breathe better than the other guys. But the lace itself it's yellowed with time to a very creamy off-white ivory color. It's definitely more of a cream than anything else. But it is just so cute. And I feel like this is what I call like the Lolita length. It's going to stop just below the knee on me, and I've thought about using it in a Lolita cord as an overdress kind of thing, or even underneath as a blouse, but it doesn't have enough buttons for that now, I realize. But I believe that it'd be easy enough to add buttons if I really wanted to, and or buttonholes, because you need both. And it's folded over, which is why I thought there were buttons, because it's almost got a facing. Anyway, technical details. So, yeah, this is my only cotton one. It is the brightest of the pinks. The brightest of the pinks. This one's a little bit cooler, but they're very close. And I love him. He is so cool. Night dress. Again, he's a little not fully opaque, but that's okay. They're layered. This is the warmest pink thing I got. This is actually a Vanity Fair nightgown, which has buttons that go all the way down the front. And I picked it up, again, because it was pink, but also just the little lace detail that's on here. This is the only one that has a square neckline, but it's got these 3 little flower lace details on each side. And I love how they cut it so that it's gathered right here, and then it's got the flowers and it's straight and it buttons up right there. I haven't decided what I want to do with this one either. It's got straight sleeves, which I might put a little bit of elastic in to give it some gather. They're half-length sleeves, at least on me. I don't know if my arms are really long. They're about the same length as this. Anyway. So I do love the square collar on this one as well. It didn't come... Okay, this is the other thing that really sold me on this one is it's got a pocket. Like just the one pocket. But I have a lot of cardigans that I wear during the fall and the winter, and I've been looking for something that was a little bit lighter that I could wear in the summer that has a pocket. I haven't tested it to see if my phone will stay in there yet, but just having a pocket is so nice. You can see how transparent that is. It's really funny. But that was the big sell for this guy. The little flower details and then the big pocket. If you guys would like to see me do outfits for each one of these, leave a comment down below. I think it would be so much fun to put together a lookbook centered on specific hauls. I've thought about trying to incorporate it into the video, but these videos end up being so long to begin with. So just leave a comment down below if you would like to see me doing that in a separate video. I really enjoy doing this. I have a couple of other things I picked up that I will show you guys real quick, but one of the other things, I went to the oddball sections and I found a bunch of JoJo Siwa. JoJo, I don't know how to say her name. I know she's a Nickelodeon person who's like a cheerleader or a pop star. I'm going to get so many people in the comments explaining who she is. All I know is she has these cheerleader bows. Like I grew up knowing these as cheerleader bows and I fell in love. So what I found in a bag, I couldn't tell what exactly it was. So I think somebody took apart two of the bows, and made this little hang tag that is a strip that had all of these guys just kind of course this is like not the easiest one to there, just kind of clipped onto it because they're all on alligator clips. These bows are huge. And I've seen a bunch of my friends do really cute outfits with these style bows, and so I thought I would give them a try. I haven't done anything yet with it, but it's super cute and it's super fun. The other thing I picked up are for some DIY projects. I found the most adorable pastel yarn that I have seen in a long time, because I haven't been going to the craft store like at all. I haven't been leaving my house much. And then for a future DIY video, my Patreons voted for me to turn a stuffed animal into a bag. So this little guy will be turning into a backpack in the next few weeks, I believe. If you would like to input on what videos I have planned coming up for the channel, you can join my Patreons at patreon.com/agatodesigns. I also have a sticker of the month club for my shop, and if you would like to donate just $1, then you can see my behind the scenes, work in progress, all of the things I work on. I tend to post over there first, and there's a lot of exclusive content. And yeah, check out my Patreon if you have any interest in that. And with that, thank you guys so much for walking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like if you haven't subscribed and you liked this video. Feel free to do so. I have more haul videos that I will stick right here. I'm gonna stick the haul videos right here, and you can subscribe. Have a great day.